Greetings everyone, welcome back. Today's episode of Bottle Talk starts out as a blind date that quickly evolves into a marriage proposal and is quite honestly one of the greatest expressions of this grape at this price that I've ever come across. So if you're like me and you're excited, let's get to Chile and check it out. Welcome back, wine lovers. If this is your first time here, I'm Robert Stelmachuk. I'm a sommelier here in Vancouver, British Columbia. Today, an episode of Bottle Talk, where wines get reviewed, never rated. And as I said, this wine starts out as a blind date and quickly transitions into what should be a marriage proposal because it's probably the greatest expression of this grape at this price I've ever come across. And before we get started, I should also let you know that this wine is available through my friends at Marquis Wine Cellars. What does that mean to you? Simply put, use my wine code, RobertWine101, shop online, or go into the store and see them, grab a bottle of this wine, and they'll give you 10% off your entire purchase. So, let's get to the wine that we're doing today. Today's wine is as much about need as needing food, shelter, air, or love. It doesn't really matter. It's a wine of necessity. It should be in everyone's house, and certainly in your mouth. So, what's the wine? Well, we're going to Chile and we're doing the Fous 2014 Grillos Cantores. Fous in this particular case meaning crazy men, and in this case it's the epic visionary Pedro Paré and his band of merry men. Pedro understands soil better than probably most winemakers on the planet. This guy literally has a doctorate in dirt. What does it mean to your mouth? You get wines like this. So this is from a region in Chile called the Alto Cachapoal, a region known for structure and finesse and elegance in its wines. Let's get right to the wine. On the nose. What strikes me the first thing out of the nose is not just the fruit, but the condition of the fruit. Everybody always asks me, when's a wine ready to drink? Well, quite simply, that all depends on you and your mouth. Think of it this way. If we took a common thing like, say, the flavor of strawberry, a wine in its youth is going to taste like fresh strawberry. A wine as it develops a bit more in a case like this will be more like stewed or sauteed strawberries. And near the end of its life, it's more like dried strawberries. Interestingly enough, the same single flavor component of strawberries, but presented in three very different ways. So, when is it ready? It's all up to you and how you want to taste it. But back to the condition of the fruit for this particular wine. It's kind of stewed, it's sauteed, it's developing a little bit because it's got a few years behind it already. But classic Cabernet nose to this. Cassis, cigar box, a little bell pepper, pencil shavings, black cherry, worn saddle leather. A really warm and inviting nose to this. Let's get it in the mouth. Oh, fantastic. So, it's got this smooth, silky veneer to it that really lights the wine up. I get on the palate a little more fig, a little more hazelnut, kind of a pecan dust, but for sure that leather, coffee, kind of mocha powder, and kind of a baked earthy mulch to it, like roasted forest floor, if you will. It's incredibly savory, and I get this little note of green tea in the back of it that is unique and incredibly inviting all at the same time. If we're going to talk about food, actually, I don't really even know that we need to talk about food with this particular wine because it's amazing on its own. It's not a wine that cries for food, but certainly if you're going to get into that, you want heartier dishes. Braised lamb shank, roasted duck, eggplant parmesan, pasta bolognese, something like that. It's really well balanced. It's proportional. Not any one particular fruit, acid, wood, nothing really jumps out as anything in particular. Oh, and don't forget, Grillos Cantores means singing crickets. I don't really know. I'm assuming that they're in the vineyard there, and that's why they call it Grillos Cantores. So, at the end of the day, this is a particular wine that doesn't really pique your curiosity. It's a wine that demands your attention. It's a crusader wine. And I think, honestly, you need to find your way into Marquis and grab a bottle of this wine because it's absolutely fantastic for the price. Make sure you pick up a bottle. And honestly, at the end of the day, this is the kind of wine that no matter how lost you are, it'll always help you find your way home. Until next time, I'm Robert Stelmachuk. Thanks for watching.